Okay, honestly, you have to answer this honestly. This play has a lot to do, is informed by Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. How many of you had actually read it before this play? Before this play. Nobody.
Not at all. I don't know.
I feel like I'm in trouble.
Has anyone read it since?
What do you think of it now that parts of it are in the play and parts of it are infused into your characters? What do you think of it now? And I mean, I know you have actually worked one-on-one with Katy about how to do long passages of this poem that are really important to Anthony.
Yeah, the prologue in it, I really enjoy. I say it, it's one of like my big speeches, and I really enjoy it. It actually, it touches how I feel. Like I'm like, okay, this is something that I could live by. Anthony's right. This poem is pretty great, pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like at first, it's like, it's just an old poem.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Dope. Poetry is dope.
Dope.
Yes.
Whitman is dope.
Yeah, he is dope. What do you think, Natalie?
I had never heard of it. I mean, I'm sure I've heard of Walt Whitman, in passing, but it was never
it's like
something
11th
that...
grade English. That's what I remember.
And
Whitman.
I was online for most of 11th grade English, so
No.
so I don't know about that.
Her teachers aren't listening right now.
Sorry, Mr. Volmecki.
But now what do you
But
think?
now I really like this. I think it's something that I have never felt very connected with poetry. Poetry has never been a thing that I've actively sought out or ever been very interested in. But after reading through this show and seeing the connections and seeing kind of the poetry through Lauren Gunderson's eyes has completely changed my opinion about not that it was bad before, but
she's a major Whitman fan. That's why this is
I really love the poem. It's great.
So we expect that you will be now a poetry reader, maybe do slam poetry from now on.
Yes. Actually, speaking of which, I have a show this weekend. Slam poetry. No.
Really?
No.
No.
She doesn't.
When did you have time to prepare?
She's busy this weekend. All right, really quick, one more question, and it's a funny one, but it's also going to be serious. At one point, Caroline basically lists off all of the rules that she has to live by. Don't look at me. Don't touch my turtle. Don't be nice to me. All right. Give yourself a couple of seconds. Think about it. Do you guys have rules that you live by that you maybe didn't even know that you had a rule to live by? Like a mantra that's in your head? I'll give you a for example just to help you out because I've had a chance to think about it. When I was growing up, my mother always said the same thing to me. Make sure you leave a room better than the way you found it. And sure, she probably meant clean it up a little bit because my mother has a touch of OCD. But I've always taken it to mean also to touch the people that are in that room in a positive way before you leave it. So that's kind of like one of my rules to live by. Any of you have any rules to live by?
I can go first if you need a little thinking.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest in this trio, so I do have more of these.
Okay.
Definitely number one for me is to be kind and respectful of all people, regardless of the situation you are in. It is the most important and core thing to me, and it's also the thing that fires me up the most when it's not happening. So I don't have an elegant way of saying that, but that is I definitely think that's the core value.
Mm-hmm. Be kind, be respectful.
Be kind.
Mm-hmm.
And that you just don't know what's going on in someone else's brain and in their day and in their life, and you are getting a snippet of that, and it's easy to bring ourselves.
Their characters are a perfect example of that.
It's easy to bring our own stuff into that situation, but you don't know what's going on with the person, so be nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, either one of you ready?
I think I got something.
Okay.
I don't know. I try to I live in a judge-free zone. I try not to judge anyone because, like you said, I don't know, without getting to know someone, I don't know what they've been through. I don't know where they're coming from. So I don't judge people. I live in this box, and this box is a judge-free zone.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, when we're allowed to get closer, I'll jump in.
Yeah. You can judge. It won't judge you. You jump in. There's not that much space in this box.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. theater is a huge part of my life, and one of the biggest turning points for me was my very first show, which was Best Christmas Pageant Ever, right here in the Playhouse, and it was a Kathy Pingle show. And the very first thing that she had ever drilled into my brain was early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. Ooh. And that is something that I live by. I
just got goosebumps.
I just got nervous being late to a Kathy Pingle rehearsal.
Oh my god. But
so say that again.
Early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable.
Wow.
So it's something that, like, for a literal sense, I am always early,
yes,
or
are.
always on, or, you know, I may fudge it a little bit, but if I'm going to be late, I always let the stage managers know. So that's in a literal sense, but kind of in a theoretical sense, it's kind of been my mantra to say, like, show up. Like, you need to show up. Whether that be for people in your life, people you don't know, people who are struggling, you need to show up for them. And show up for myself.
Kind of like Anthony shows up for Caroline.
There it is. She tied it all together.
Woo! Full circle!
It's a circle.
Thanks, guys. And we're done.
Thanks for interviewing us and stage managing our show. Jen Green, everyone.